Welcome to your practice. We're going to be stepping forward and back on the mat, and if you know that a chair is useful to help you with that, then have one handy. But we're going to begin laying down. My current favorite, which is a narrow blanket or a rolled up towel, something like that, under your shoulder blades, so that when you lay down, your neck feels comfortable with your head onto the floor, or you could put another cushion under your head. You want the feeling that the back of the neck is long, not squashing the discs of the neck spine. And just letting your body really assume that shape. Closing your eyes and finding your breath. Let the breath take up time and space in your body. A longer, deeper breath. I have my legs in a neutral position, which is knees bent, feet on the floor, hip width, parallel legs. You could try Konasana here. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. I often find that's a little too strong at the very beginning of my practice. Tuning into that feeling of the ribs moving and the lungs moving. Beautiful. Now we'll bring that shape of the spine with the blanket helping to ease the shoulder blades forward to rolling to the right side. Take your blanket out and lay back flat on the floor. So finding that feeling in your upper back, the healthy alignment of the spine from the sacrum, shoulder blades, back of the head. Great. And then we'll bring the legs up. We're going to rock a little bit from side to side, holding onto your knees. Letting the shoulders be relaxed. Massaging across the sacrum. Good. And then take the knees out as wide as you can, so as far from each other as you can. And still rocking a little bit from side to side, but see if you can get a little feeling of starting to stretch on the inside of the joint, or the groin, or the top of the hamstring. Taking one knee down towards the floor and then the other. Nice work. Then bring the knees so that they're over the top of the hips and the knees have a right angle. Good. And arms straight up from the shoulders. And we're going to rock the lower body a little bit to the left and the upper body a little bit to the right. And then knees a little bit to the right, arms a little bit to the left. Try to press your lower back into the floor. Beautiful. Now, if you take your feet further from center and your arms further from center, as you rock, that work becomes harder in the core of the body. And you don't want to make it so you're really struggling and your back lifts off the floor. So find the sweet spot for your body to work. Pressing the skin of the lower back, feeling the core of the body engage. We're going to keep an ease to the movement of the legs and the arms, the pelvis and the ribs. Nice work. Back to center. Take the knees out wide again, so hold your knees and rocking a little bit from side to side. So as you rock right, try to get the right knee all the way down to the floor. And as you rock left, try to take the left knee down to the floor. Keep going from side to side. Feeling that space for the breath, the length of the breath. But also noticing, do you tense your upper back and your shoulders and your arms to help you do this? Keep that feeling of the shoulder blade easing towards the back rib and the front chest feeling forward. Nice work. Let's try straightening the legs as well. So if you hold on to your feet, if you can't quite reach your feet, just hold your leggings or your ankles closer to your feet. So now as you rock from side to side, if you rock left, try to straighten the left leg. If you rock right, try to straighten the right leg. With cute variation on happy baby pose. Good. See if you can find that feeling of intense resistance in your body. Keep the lower back pressing. Nice, playful and curious approach to starting to warm up the stretch of your legs. Hamstrings. Try both legs straight now. Relax your upper body. Okay, we're going to bring this nice alignment of the spine into turning to the right and come into forward virasana. Knees out wide, big toes touching, and reaching your arms forward. Enjoying each breath. Excuse me for a second, I'm sinus here this morning. Feel the shoulder blades pressing towards the back ribs, lengthening your spine and letting the breath take up time and space. Beautiful. We're going to come up into downward facing dog pose. Stretch your fingers wide and press your fingerprints. Feet are about hip width distance apart and press your heels. Now the legs might be still a little resistant to stretching. So let's take this nice and slow. We're going to swing the hips from side to side. And as you swing right, try to press your right heel down. As you swing left, try to press the left heel down. Keep moving the chest towards the front of the legs and let your head hang down. Then pressing both heels. And we're going to walk the feet forward. Now, you use the movement to give your feet a nice little stretch as well. So when you go to lift one foot, lift right up onto the ball of the foot first. So you stretch your toes and then padding the feet forward in that manner. Trying to get the feet joint moving. When you run out of room, come up to standing. We'll take the arms up and do Urdhva Hastasana and Tadasana. Standing at the front of the mat now. And this is where, if you have the seat of a chair on your mat in front of you, you can put your hands on the seat of the chair instead of the floor for stepping back. So it can make the movement more accessible. Feet under the hips. Finding the breath. time and space for the breath. Arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Feel that movement of the shoulder blades forward so the chest has space. As you exhale, reaching the torso forward, folding forward into Uttanasana. So you have your hands either on the seat of the chair or the floor. And I'm going to straighten one leg at a time, bending and straightening. Just working on that flexibility of the leg, the hamstring, back to hip. Notice if trying to do that for your legs means that you feel tense in your spine. We want to try and soften the skin that covers the spine as you do that posture. So still going from side to side with the leg, straightening and bending, and easing the bones of the spine forward. Look forward. Beautiful. All right. Both legs as bent or straight as you can. And then left foot back. And we're in a long lunge position. Really bring your attention into the feet and the legs, feeling strong there. Feel strong in the core of the body. We're going to take the arms straight out by the ears. And then lifting the torso, drawing the shoulder blades down and looking up. Virabhadrasana 1. Straighten through the back leg. Oh, beautiful. Bring your hands in front of your heart. We're going to turn the torso to the right side. The back leg is straight. And we've got the arms reaching from the shoulders. Now, reach the left arm back as far as it will go, the right arm back as far as it will go. So the chest feels forward. And then try to turn the torso a little more to the right. Nice. Turn the torso to the short front of your mat. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. We're going to step forward and balance on the right foot. Ooh. Take a balance challenge. So that might be your tiptoes on the floor, maybe lifting the leg high, maybe holding your knee or your foot, whatever feels like it's challenging you. Just here in your practice, shoulders relaxed. Bring the shoulder blades forward. Before you place the left foot down, have the intention to place the foot hip width and parallel. Inhale, arms up, looking up. As you exhale, Uttanasana, hands to the legs, the floor or the stool. Let's bend and straighten the legs again. So look for your resistance. The movement that feels good, but also challenging. Drawing the shoulder blades forward, looking forward. Nice. Both legs even, and we'll step the right foot back. Big lunge position. Bend the front knee. Really take the weight into your feet and your legs. Feel the core of the body as you lift the torso now. Lift the arms up by the ears, Virabhadrasana 1. Draw the shoulder blade down and looking up. Back leg is straight. And finding your breath. Strong leg. Nice. Bring the hands together in front of the heart and turn your torso to the left side now. Good. And then we're going to reach the arms out from the heart. Reach the back of the hands back. So what happens is the right hand swings forward. See if you can take the arm back so the chest feels spacious. And then turn the ribs a little more. Draw the shoulder blades down. Sorry, shoulders down. Shoulder blades pressing forward against the ribs. Beautiful. Back to the front, facing forward, hands in front of the heart. See how you go stepping forward and balancing on the left foot. And taking a balance challenge. So that might be tiptoes on the floor, lifting the knee high, holding your knee, or holding your foot. And as you challenge yourself, even if you're wobbling, that's good. Catching yourself, you might have to put your foot down and lift up again. Find the posture in your upper body, long in the spine between your shoulder blades, and easy in your neck. Beautiful, and then releasing. Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana and Uttanasana. Hands onto your support. Let's try straightening both legs now. Maybe they don't go all the way to straight, but also easing the bones of the spine forward, looking forward. Lifting the kneecaps. If you've got your legs straight, try to lift the quadriceps, the sit bones, the back of the hamstring. Now we're going to step the left foot back for warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So you're going to have a little bit wider distance between your feet than your leg is long. The left heel, left inner arch lining up with the right heel and the right leg being attached. And we're going to lift the torso. So as you lift the torso, feel your feet and your legs as your foundation. So feel them nice and strong, agile feet. Good. And we're going to lift the pelvic floor, internal muscular support, lifting the belly, and we'll reach the arms out from the chest, from the heart. Palms facing down. We're going to reach back the left arm, but looking right. Bend the right leg as much as you're able to. We're trying to bring that thigh bone parallel to the floor or in that direction. And breathing. Ooh. Beautiful. Bring your right elbow to your right knee and your left arm by your left ear. We're going to roll the left rib. Feeling the breath, taking up time and space, drawing the shoulder blades forward. Nicely done. Windmill your arms back to the short front of the mat. We're going to step forward and balance on the right foot, but we're going to stay bent forward. So lift your left foot up behind you. So we're in a warrior 3 position. Your hands can be on the floor or the seat of the chair. If you really have your balance on your right leg with the left leg lifting up behind you, try to lift your arms up. We're going to take them by the sides of the torso, palms up, fingers reaching back, looking forward. Good, then we're going to try and lift the torso, bring the left leg forward and place it with intention, landing hip width and parallel from the right foot. Tadasana. Shoulder blades easing towards the ribs. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Sorry, Uttanasana, I should say, standing forward bend. Oh. Now we're going to take a really big step back with the right foot for Virabhadrasana 2 on the second side for warrior 2. So your feet land a little bit longer than your leg is long apart. What grammar. We're going to bend the left leg. Good. And really feel your feet and your legs as you lift your torso now. So we're going to lift the torso. Bend the left knee as far as you can towards that thigh bone being parallel to the floor. Reach back with the right side of the body. Even look over the right arm and reach the right arm back. And then just turn your head to look left. Feel that you're lifting so that your torso has internal muscular support. So the pelvic floor is lifting. The abdomen is lifting. But the hips are sinking down. Warrior two. Reaching the arms wide so the chest feels spacious. Feeling the shoulder blade reaching forward. Beautiful. Take the left elbow onto the left knee and the right arm by the right ear. Roll the right rib back. Hanumanasana. We're going to windmill the arms now towards the front of the mat. So put your hands back on your support. Turn your back foot to face forward. We're going to step, well, what are we going to do? We're going to take the weight on the left foot and the right foot's going to lift up behind. So we're coming into a warrior three position. You can keep your hands on your support. Under your shoulders is the best balance position. Trying to keep the hips level. Good. Lift the back leg or straighten the back leg as much as you can. So you might need to keep your tiptoes on the floor. That's fine. Reach out behind you. If you really have your balance on this side in your left leg, then you can try taking your hands off your support. That might be beside your body, palms facing up, looking forward. Ooh. Beautiful. And then we're going to lift up. Whoa. Any trouble on that side. We're going to lift up and try to balance for a moment. And then when you put your foot back down, intending for it to land hip width and parallel. Tadasana. Finding the breath. Finding the feeling of where we started the practice with the blanket supporting behind the shoulder blade. And the shoulder blade pressing forward against the back rib. Neck. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Stepping the left foot back. We want quite a big distance. Bend the front knee, bring the back knee so that it's onto the floor. Good. Place the top of the left foot onto the floor. We're going to press down the top of the left foot. Feel the right foot connected to the floor, the strong legs, and we're going to lift the torso, lift the arms up by the ears. Bring the hips forward, looking up. Beautiful. Bring your hands down onto the floor and reach the hips back and lift your front foot, the front toes off the floor. So you're on your heel. And as you lean your hips back, and you can walk your hands back to help you, you start to really stretch that front leg. Good. We're going to lift up, and you're going to slide your right foot further out in front, just as far as feels good. And then take the hips back again, come up onto the front heel again. Supporting your upper body with your hands. Good. And now we're going to take the hips forward. So the hips are coming closer to the floor. If you're in a comfortable position to start to straighten your front leg further, you could even try that. Hanumanasana. Beautiful. And then releasing. Slide your front foot back in. Bit tricky on the sticky mat, huh? Good. Tuck the toes under of your left foot, your back foot. Lift the knee off the floor. We're going to step forward, balance on the right foot, swing the left foot in front, lift up, and be balancing. Whoa. And wobbling is balance. Whatever your balance challenge. And then feet with Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva-hastasana. Uttanasana. Big step back with the right foot and drop your right knee to the floor. We're going to put the top of the right foot onto the floor and press down into the top of the right foot. Press down into the front foot. And then we're going to lift the arms, lift the torso, arms by the ears. Drawing the shoulder blades forward. Looking up, breathing up. Hips are starting to ease forward. Nice. Bring your hands down now under your shoulders to support and take your hips back towards your back heel. So your front leg starts to straighten. Lift up onto the heel of your front foot and keep taking the hips back. So you start to stretch the hamstring of the left leg. Have your hands to support. Try to ease the bones of the spine forward. Beautiful. And we're going to lift up. Now, see if you can wiggle your front foot a little bit further forward. We're going to do the same thing. Hands are supporting you. See if you can take your hips back towards your back heel. So you're really stretching your front leg, stretching along the hamstring. Good. So you're up on the heel of your left foot. Beautiful. And maybe you can take that front heel out even further. If that feels comfortable, you can try that for hanumanasana. So that we bring the hips closer to the floor. Start to get that nice stretch in the front of the right. Beautiful. All right, we want to slide the left foot back. That really doesn't work with the sticky mat. Do that differently in the classroom. All right, and then tuck the toes under of your right foot, coming up into your lunge position, ready to step forward, lift up and balance. Whoa, my left side. Maybe it's the same for you. Tadasana. Draw the shoulder blades down. Actually, that's a point. I'm going to come to the center of the mat now. And so you can see your divide. The weaker hip stabilizers, so my side is the left, makes it harder to step forward and back. And it's good to try that on your weaker side. So whichever your difficult side is, we're going to stand on that leg. Good. And we'll take the right leg out behind. Now you can put your tiptoes on the floor, or you can have your leg just reaching out behind you. Let's just turn the belly button to the left and the belly button to the right. And just bring the feet under the hips. So whichever the weak side is, we'll just give that a little bit of extra work. Oh, all right. And then we're going to sit down. So take a seat. I'm going to try my sitting without using my hands and without falling over and hurting myself. So sometimes that last little bit just needs to be more flexible in the feet. So there's a little, little more control. There's that word again, intention, when you sit down. And sitting up onto your blanket. So your sit bones are supported and the pelvis starts to tip forward. Comfortable legs, whatever that might mean for you. Shoulder blades relaxing down. I'm going to bring the arms behind and bind them. That might be prayer position or holding your wrist or your forearms or your buttons. And notice when you bind your arms, the spine can't help but move into the front or towards the front of the body. Feel how that is with the balance of your head and your neck. And we're going to make a big circle, like your whole spine with the pencil and the letters at the top of the head. You're going to draw a big circle in the air above the head. And really let yourself move around your range of movement. Feel the core of the body engaging and releasing as necessary, but truly supporting the spine. And then in the other direction. Oh. That lovely awareness of the core. Protecting us from back injury. Body strong. Nice work. Back to center. Okay. Legs out in front. Out straight. Hands behind the hip and like the arm bind, you can use the shoulders back behind the ribs to help ease the ribs forward, the spine forward. Beautiful. All right, we're going to make, again, little circles this time, like the whole spine was a pencil, the lead at the top of the head and drawing a circle. And what we're exploring now is our forward range of movement. So reach as far forward as your movement allows. Keep that awareness of the core, where the core switches on to support, but also where to be able to move forward, we need to release tension, muscular tension. Go in the other direction, but we're still trying to explore the forward movement of the spine. So noticing where feel tight as you make these little movements. And then we're going to hold centered and bring your arms to where they make sense. So that might still be behind the hip, maybe holding the legs somewhere, maybe holding your feet. Don't be in any kind of rush to be holding your feet if it means you're making the skin over your spine taut. So make sure you're easing the bones of the spine forward and lengthening the belly and lengthening the chest for Paschimottanasana. Breathing. and letting the breath take up time and space. Mm, beautiful. And then we're going to release and come to lay down. Take your blanket, put it long way on your mat, and when you lay down, try to tuck the end of the blanket against the sacrum, the back of the pelvis. Maybe you need to leave a little bit of gap so that your whole length of the spine is supported on that little bit of a lift, the blanket. And then what you'll find is your shoulder blade fit either side, kind of, sort of. But you do get the influence of that equipment. Will make the spaces between the breastbone and the rib a little bit wider. We get to breathe more deeply. And now you might find that hanumanasana is a little more doable. Certainly my experience could be different for you. So you can always do neutral leg, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And just letting your body take up space, habit the space and the shape of the equipment here. Part of the equipment, of course, being the floor. So useful. Hmm. Gently bring in your legs and your arms and rolling off your blanket to the right. So you can take it out from underneath you. Little floor twist now. Bring that leg together. So inside edges of the feet together and knees together. And we're going to lift the hips and take them right and legs go left. Now we're going to try and hold the knees and the feet off the floor. If that's too strong in your back, put your legs on the floor. You're going to try and keep the right shoulder blade onto the floor and turning your head in the direction of your right arm. Feel the core of the body lifting the legs a little. Feeling the depth of the breath. You're really aware of your core body. So when you go to lift your leg, there's lots of support. You can even put your feet a little bit on the floor. And coming back to center. Centered. And lift the hips, swing them left. And knees go right. And if it feels okay, try keeping your knees and your feet just hovering above the floor. Try to keep however, your left shoulder blade really pressing and turning your head to look in the feeling the core of the body strong and wise. Neck, chest relax, just the core here. Good, and then really using the core awareness to lift the legs back up and back to center. Hugging your knees into your chest and rocking from side to side. Taking a couple of deep breaths. People might like to stay in their practice and do shavasana. Well, if you're like me and you need to finish your practice, we're going to roll to the right side and coming up to sitting. Bring your hands together over your heart and find the balance of your spine. Take the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste. Thank you for joining.